Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video let's take a look at semiconductors, that is starting off with Nvidia, then AMD, SMCI, ARM, Broadcom, Micron, and I'll show you QQ and SPY as well. Well, we have a falling day on Nvidia, breaking some more levels, but were we prepared for it? Well, so this video, a couple of videos on Nvidia that I did over the weekend, I talked about a lot of calls, but because even though there were a lot of calls sitting on Nvidia, there was just the price action. We had to see multiple confirmations to go to the upside. Again, check this video out on the options analysis. That will give you already most background of why even the calls were high, but the price action wasn't full in that direction. And then I talked about upside or a crash, and for that I provided you some levels as well. But so let's jump right into it, right? So what was those levels? So 118 below, I talked about if we lose that, it's a crash, right? It's we're gonna plummet lower. And there was one level, if we go to the hourly interval, was if we somehow get above 120, then only some intraday upside first can come, but then we do have 200 hours moving average resistance and all of that. So we'll have to see a strong close above 122, and then only, in my opinion, we'll start making money to the upside or take it calls or price action, right? But this was the zone, but we never even got there. We never even got above 120. We in the pre-market broke 118. That was the sign that we're gonna go through a sell-off today or a crash, right? So again, check those videos out that I did over the weekend. I talked about of this very scenario that the price action weight is to the downside, and upside we'll have to see a lot of consolidation and strength and strong closes before we can even talk about any calls to the upside or any price action to the upside. And yeah, there was just a lot of sitting negative on the downside for Nvidia. So we are falling. 118 is what we lost, the level. Let's go back to the daily interval, and structure still remains, guys, bearish, right? We still are in the bearish structure here. Now, technically, this opens up the door. We got very close to 100, and not very close, but just there. 106 was the technically an area. We got to 109 and 42 cents, right? Technically, yeah, that still remains the level, $106, as to see a potential another reaction. But as for this little bit of bounce that is coming right now, is this a bounce, a good bounce? Not necessarily, guys. What do I mean by that? Well, at now we do have this resistance, $115 area. Any rebound, which I don't think, I mean, again, anything can happen in the stock market, but anything until 115 is just a downtrend. So we can also take a look at 5 minutes interval. It's just a complete sell-off. Now this, that, a little bit of the curvature or curling that's happening here, that may give it some upside, but again, don't expect much out of this. We might see either a flatten out day, but anyways, we still can run into ongoing resistance, right? Like 115 and so forth, right? So until then, structure is still bearish. Let's see if we, as long as we have 115 below, we are still bearish. Let's see if this forms a pivot, because technically, look at it. Average range is 6.88 and today's range is 6.81 already on Nvidia, and that's where some rebound is coming. So that's how you can use my tools as well to understand, okay, is the range happened for the day? A little bit of a rebound you can play. But anyways, that's just something as one of the strategies. And if you need access to my tools as well, links are in the description below of this video. All right, so yeah, that's Nvidia, and we lost 118 and we are heading lower. Oh, so all right, let's take a look at AMD now. And AMD at one point was looking good, but this just losing 145 and 25 cents, thus again losing a pivot, 20 days moving average lower, breaking below, going down, and structure is still bearish, and unfortunately losing 20 days moving average is not good. Taking a look at hourly interval, and that's what, in one of the tech stocks video that I did with SPY and QQ, I talked about if in pre-market we see a sell-off, then that's where the levels can be broken, and as I'll show you SPY and QQ, that things will get clear. But yeah, so we lost this pivot, guys. That's the problem with the AMD, 145 and 27 cents. And once we lost it, yeah, we just came back to the next level down here. Right now, it's not bullish, it's just bearish. SMCI. SMCI surprisingly is a little bit positive, but is the structure bullish on this? Technically, no. Structure is still not bullish though, it's just rebounding. Anything below the level of 480 is just, technically a bearish structure. We do have a news that AI server maker Supermicro denies short sellers Hindenburg claims. I'll go over in detail in the evening, but they denied the claims on Tuesday made by short seller Hindenburg, false or inaccurate statements, and they just say misleading representations or whatnot. And yeah, but I'll go in detail about it as the story evolves later as well in the day. All right, so yeah, SMC is still in the bearish structure as long as we're below 477. We are still technically in the bearish structure. ARM, this thing, unfortunately, yeah, lost that blue box that, let's go to the hour, and we lost 20 days moving average. So yeah, this thing is not looking good. So that was the blue box that I provided you, that if we can stay above it, that's fine. If we lose it, it's over, right? At least for near term. And we lost the blue box at 131 area today, and it's over. Well, at least for the day, it's over. Yes, it's no longer in that upward structure that we were back in. And if I pull on my indicator as well, yeah, so I was actually thinking that this, even though it was a rebound coming, if we would have held this blue box, I expect this thing to eventually become fully bullish again, but it didn't. And that's why the structured trading is so important, because you can see once we turned red and then eventually can turn green and failed, the blue box is just a structure is still remaining negative, right? So anyways, Broadcom also was looking good. Unfortunately, once we lost the levels, it's done. So this was the level, right? 161 and 45 cents. Once we lost it, this was also about to, well, technically it was in the downward structure. It was about to become bullish technically, not far of it fully, but it just couldn't, right? And we lost 108 and 61 and 45 cents. That was the area. Lost 20 and 50 as of today. Right now, it's looking to the downside. So yeah, that's problem. Micron, again, this is no surprise. This has been in the downtrend and it's just continuing downtrending. No issues with its price structure. This is something we already knew, that it's in the fully red and it's still red. So yeah, Micron can continue lower. Right now, I'm not seeing any price action of support or even not even a bounce. So this thing can continue lower. All right, let's take a look at SPY and QQQ. All right, importantly, so SPY had a really good close on Friday and it was setting up for like just shooting up. But what happened? Well, technically, we are still above that blue box though, guys, okay? This 555. Again, we can get more weaker. Structure technically is still in the bullish zone. But yes, we can get more weaker. But again, until 20 and 50, that's the next area we have to see if the pullback holds there. But if we lose the blue box, that is bottom of 555 or 554, some cool off more you can expect. And as I said, if in the pre-market things sell off, we might not be saved. And that's what happened. Pre-market things sold off and afterwards, and it's at all-time highs, right? So that's also the thing. And right now, SPY has also broken 200 hours moving average. So that's a little bit of an ongoing problem. So right now, 200 hours moving average becomes an overhead resistance as well on this thing after even rebound. So intraday, things are looking weaker on SPY. Let's see if 20 and 50 days moving average is where we are heading. And we'll see if that holds. If that level breaks with 548, then again we are going much lower. So, but this would be the last line of defense. QQQ on the other hand already broke the structure. This was about to become full on bullish, even though the Friday's move was just a rebound, but it didn't quite go up today, and then structure is still continuing negative on this. We lost actually the thing is that we lost some pivots here. Well, this was the level again. Once we lost it today, 473, that was a problem already. And then now we have lost 20 days moving average as well. Let's see how we close though. Let's go to the hourly interval, and yeah, intraday we are in the negative structure. rejecting at 200. The problem is though this level, right? The level that we gained and then we lost it 408 and 73 and 88 cents with multiple hours of resistance, right? That's where the problem is. At a significant level, resistance is acting. My tools marks these levels automatically for you. And when you see at these levels, this resistance is happening, you just know that, things are going to go lower, and the rebounds are still also sold off right now. So QQ is weaker. Tesla is looking great today, but I'll talk about it later. So Nvidia, just going back to it before wrapping up. Yeah, right now, yeah, rebound is weak enough because it's quite a deep sell-off, guys. So, yep, right now structure is negative, and yeah, this thing is just 118 breaking below it, even in the pre-market was the sign. Pretty much the price action that what I talked about over the weekend as well in my videos, that it's just a lot of weight to the downside. So yep, right now no upside, but I'll be using this opportunity to buy into my dividend investing channel. Now, what is my dividend investing channel? Link to this channel is in the description below of this video. And I did buy some, again, that's something I'll talk about in other videos, but I'm doing some buying today. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.